people just say like this is a cult, leave, this is a cult.
Okay.
How do you feel about Malachi exploiting his people through forced labor?
Yeah, that's all hearsay and all like, you know what I mean? Like people say stuff and they have no experience or no information unless it's been passed down from people that were not even around or don't really know him. So, the internet and social media is great at that. People can say all kinds of things about people without really knowing the person. And there's nowhere where you get forced labor. Like people that actually worked on the land or came to work, they did it out of their heart and volunteered. There was no like you're forced. The land didn't even have a gate. Anyone can walk in and out. Of course, there was security, just like you can't walk into a government building or any other building without someone at the door to see, like, okay, let's check your bags to see if you're carrying a bomb or whatever. So security is necessary to protect the women and to protect the children and to protect everyone. So and this information of people saying something, if you start to put them on the spot and say, all right, were you there? Provide the evidence because we were. And you put them on the spot and you realize it's Chinese whispers, it's hearsay, no facts behind it. Even the case, there's so many holes in the case. And all I want to say to all you people that want to say it's a cult, you don't even know what the word cult is. What is a cult? Because when you say cult, you're going by some definition or something you've heard, right? And all the cults are normally, unfortunately, they're mainly Christian based, Christian organizations. If you want to talk about Heaven's Gate or David Koresh or any sort of what you're considering a cult, that's not us. What is a cult? Like I just said, a cult, if you want to use those terms, right, Heaven's Gate and all these terms that people are familiar with, there was no one in Tamaray or on our land held against their will. They could go and come as they like, or they could leave anytime. There was no mass murdering or suicide or anything like that. These are all Christian groups that have done this. So why is that though? Because the doctrine of Christianity teaches you that it's okay for someone to come and die and sacrifice themselves. So people say Jesus was a willing sacrifice, meaning that he died on a cross to save people. So suicide bombers or religions that teach that you're going to go to Jannah, as they say in Islam, they will say like they're going to be a martyr because they're going to do the works of their God, which is like so contradictory to say that God is powerful or Allah is powerful. He can do anything, can snap his fingers, but yet you feel as a mortal that you have to put a bomb on yourself and blow up buildings and blow up innocent people and say Allah is the greatest or Allahu Akbar so that you can go to heaven and have maidens and virgins and stuff like that. Come on, this is ridiculous. There's nothing you can say about a cult that you can tie it to Wu-Sabat or the Nuwapians other than hearsay and nonsense. So, people that I do feel sorry for you because all you have to do is do some research, get the actual facts. And I'm looking forward to when Pops comes out, when the master teacher comes out, and let's see what all you doubters and people have to say. And the word cult, as it relates to us, is culture. Add the T-U-R-E at the end of it, yeah? Because a culture, when you practice your own culture and not follow like the status quo or the mainstream, if you have your own dress code, your own language, your own food, your own dance and your own stuff, you're going to be referred to as a culture because that's what a culture is. So, we laugh for people like that. We have been going since 1962 and still here and still open to anybody scrutinizing us, coming to our classes, asking us any questions. What are cults are things like the religious organizations because they all believe and follow one book. And if you don't follow that, you're treated as a heathen or an infidel. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, how can you say, you look at organizations like maybe even, like the police force or the fire brigades or, any institution that has, like a following that they do certain things and have to wear uniforms and do things the same. That is a cult. The army, you know, there's many examples I can give you. So it's just ignorance when people try to put that on us. It doesn't wash. But anyway, giving that too much airplay and attention, but it is important because they fool innocent people who don't know the facts, and sometimes people start to be doubtful because they get influenced by these disagreeable six ether forces that come on our platforms to try and dissuade other people. If you don't accept what we teach and you don't think it's for you, leave. Go and practice whatever you think is the way, and we won't miss you. We're here for people that really want the facts, actual facts, and they're willing to do the work for themselves. All right, let's move on.